it's nice, isn't it? I'm doing one arrangement for here and one for the restaurant.
Oh, by the way, how's Glenda? She must be pleased to be out of hospital.
Oh, she's bored, though, you know, sitting at home, nobody to talk to, just waiting to hear from the hospital.
It's a pity, really, she can't come back to work.
Well, you can't rush these things, you know. She'll just have to put up with it, won't she, for a week or so?
Yeah, I know she's got to take things gently until she's sort of well and truly pregnant, but, well, it wouldn't do any harm, would it, if she just came in for, say a couple of hours each day? Nothing strenuous. She could always go home if she got tired.
That would be a help, you know, because it's really letting her down, you know, sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring or the post to come. It's really living on her nerves, she is.
Well, come on, then, let's give her a ring.
Oh, but what about Mr. Paul? He might object.
Well, I don't see why. Hey, come on, leave that. She might want to start today.
I'd feel happier, you know, if you put things right with him first.
Oh, all right. Where is he? Restaurant, I suppose.
Yes.
I'll have a word.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Harvey. I do appreciate it.
I think the alcove table for the business luncheon, it'll afford them privacy, all right?
Ah, Paul.
Morning.
Now, I have just been having a little word with Kath Brownlow.
Uh-huh.
Now, you know that Glenda's not due to start back for another fortnight as the restaurant cashier, but you wouldn't mind if she started a bit early on a sort of part-time basis, would you? Just say 2 hours a day?
Not on full salary.
Oh, no. We'd have to come to some arrangement about the money. But the thing is, you see, she's getting a bit bored at home, and this would be a sort of therapy, seeing all her old friends, making her feel that she was useful. It would do her good.
Excellent idea.
So you've no objections, then?
None whatever. It would make very little difference if I had. Her duties as cashier and reception are none of my affair.
Oh, yes, of course. How silly.
Silly.
Well, Kath thought you might object, so here I am like a good little girl asking your permission. You know, my friend, you're getting a darn sight too important.
Ah, if that were true.
Well, with the staff, they're half afraid of you.
Well, of course, very right and proper. It's an ideal situation.
And one which you're obviously familiar with.
One I go out of my way to cultivate. It makes life easier. You can tell Glenda she has my blessing.
Oh, yes, and when she does come back, no snide remarks, eh?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes, you do. All those things you were saying last week about test tube babies bringing bad publicity and people only coming to gawk, and that's the last thing she'll need. Oh, Kath, I've just had a word with Mr. Paul, and he's quite agreeable.
Oh, good. Thank you, Mr. Paul. It makes a difference, you see, if she's got something to take her mind off
I am
things.
sure, Mrs. Brownlow.
So just give her a ring, will you?
Look, I have a better idea. Why don't you take an hour off and go home?
Oh, but...
As a matter of fact, you could do me a small kindness. I have a dinner jacket for the cleaners in the village, which I need tonight. They promised to deliver, but
yes,
you know what
of course,
they're like.
I could pick them up, yeah.
I'd be very grateful.
Yes. The only thing is, I haven't finished all the flowers yet.
Oh, I'm sure Mrs. Harvey will help us out, won't you, Mrs. Harvey?
It'll be a pleasure.
There, Captain, is your coffee?
Oh, cheers, Tom.
Heard anything from that missus of yours yet?
Nope, and I'm not bothered. And I don't care what you say. I think sending that money was a good sign. It shows she's been thinking, that she's been asking too much. You never know, it could be the start.
The start of what?
Of us getting back together again.
Oh, you must be off your trolley, mate. You don't really want her back, do you?
Yeah. Well, Ben, anyway. And I'm not going to get one without the other, am I?
Listen, you can get to see Ben once you've tracked her down, right? But you don't want to put up with all her lip and all that aggro just to do that, do you?
Look, man, she could change, you know. After all, don't forget all the aggro she had to put up with. Enough to make anybody sick.
Yeah. It wasn't your fault, though, was it? I mean, if she'd have loved you a bit more, if she'd have thought of you a bit more, she wouldn't have pulled out when the going was tough, would she?
Well, you would know about that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I must admit I have left Maeve a few times.
Yeah, but you always came back.
Yeah, but for the wrong reasons. That's what I'm trying to warn you. I came back when I was skint, or maybe when there was a bird chasing me, I had to lie low for a while. Listen, now, don't take this the wrong way, but I reckon Trina's motives are about par for the course. You want a sandwich?
Who made them?
Harvey.
No, thanks. No, I think there's more to her than that, you know. There's more to you come to that.
What do you mean?
Oh, your visit here has been a bit longer this time, hasn't it?
Well, sure, because I got a good job. I like it. I've met some good friends.
And you're getting older.
And I'm getting... What do you mean, getting older?
You are.
Listen, mate, remember this. The reason I'm staying on got nothing to do with Maeve.
Oh, fancy a drink tonight?
Anyone? How about going down the Ring a Bell for one? Pick you up 7 o'clock.
Great.
Oh, listen to that noise. You may just about pack it in now and get back to work. It's not quite so bad when you got your head inside a truck.
Look, give it one more week and it'll all be over. It'll be
just
great.
Like banging your head against a stone wall is great when you leave off.
Glenda!
Whatever's wrong?
Wrong? Nothing. Now get yourself dressed properly. You're wanted down at the motel.
What?
I've been having a chat with Mrs. Harvey, and she suggested it might be a good idea if you came in for a couple of hours every day. Give Francis longer to train you.
Well, it's a bit sudden, isn't it? I'm not supposed to start for 2 weeks.
But you want to come, don't you? I thought you were fed up with hanging about here.
Well, I am, but I'm not sure about starting work. Not yet.
Why ever not?
Well, I don't think I'm ready yet, Mum. I haven't been out the house hardly since I got back from the hospital. And what's it going to be like? They all know me there. They know about the baby, everything.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
They'll be staring, won't they? They're asking me questions. I don't think I can face it. I'll be embarrassed.
Oh, don't talk so wet, Glenda. They're your friends. Of course they're going to ask questions, but only out of kindness and interest.
It'd be so bad if I had something definite to tell them, but I don't even know that I am pregnant yet.
Oh, nothing in the post this morning, then?
No. Mum, I'd rather wait till I can start full-time. I know Mrs. Harvey meant it for the best, but I do think it's too soon.
But they're expecting me to bring you back, and Mr. Paul thinks it's a sensible idea.
Oh, him. That's one I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Oh, don't be so silly, Glenda. He was very nice about it. He's given me an hour off to come and fetch you.
Wasn't all you had to fetch either, was it?
Huh? All that? Well, I just had to collect his dinner jacket from the cleaners. Now, come on, hurry up. Go and get yourself washed and changed.
Oh, Mum, not now. Surely. Can't I go in after lunch?
Look, they're expecting me to bring you back. What am I going to say if I go in without you? I'm sorry she was too busy to come.
Oh, all right. But I'm not rushing. You make some coffee and I'll get ready.
Yes, there's a good girl. You'll feel quite different about it, you know, when you get back to work. And there'll be less of worry to me, too, knowing where you are.
Well, you're not going to follow me around all the time asking how I am, are you?
What do you take me for? But I'll be a lot happier knowing you've got something to think about other than that pregnancy test.
Hurry along, Suzette. Nearly lunchtime. Please. Enchanting flower arrangements. I approve fully.
I don't need your approval for anything I might do.
You do, you know. I am the restaurant manager. Ah, smile at long last after all these weeks. Almost as enchanting as the one Lucy Hamilton gives me at breakfast time. Not that she did this morning. Didn't come down for it. And I didn't see her for dinner last night. Not feeling poorly, I trust.
She's looking for digs.
Digs?
Somewhere to stay. Now she's been asked not to stay here. Surprised?
I feel sorry for her.
Yes, I think I do, in a way. Oh, the trouble with this place is everyone's going too soft. Oh, hello, Glenda. How nice to see you. Oh, you do look well.
I'm fine, thank you. Mum said you wanted me to come in for a couple of hours.
Well, I thought it'd be better than being bored at home, but never mind that. Now, how are you? I mean, what's the latest news from the hospital? I'm dying to hear. You know, I think you are pregnant. You know, you've got that sort of special look about you.
Glenda is here to learn about her new job, Mrs. Harvey, not to indulge in idle gossip.
Idle gossip? I'm naturally concerned. I want to know.
I'm sure you do, but there'll be a better time and place for it, if you don't mind.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
That's the sort of thing you'll have to learn to contend with on your own, Glenda, for the next few weeks. But for now, you need a little help. 2 coffees, please, Suzette. Sit down, Glenda.
Thank you.
Now then, I promise you no idle talk, no childish talk, except to say that I admire both you and your husband for having the courage to, shall we say, pursue a dream, if that doesn't sound too sentimental, huh?
Well, that's exactly what it is. Well, for me, anyway.
Well, I wish you both all the luck in the world. Of course, it wasn't my idea that you should return to work so soon, you know that.
You don't mind, do you?
Would you honestly rather work than take things easy at home?
Oh, yes. Taking things easy can be very bad for the nerves.
Oh, I agree, Glenda, I agree. It's a story of my life.
You?
Why do you find that surprising?
Well, you've had such an interesting life, haven't you? You've travelled, you've worked in big hotels, met rich and exciting people.
Now you understand the unbearable strain of having to take things quietly under such exotic circumstances. Keeping one's mouth shut, madame, we're not yet open. Melting into the background, being unobtrusive, unseen, unnoticed almost.
Well, you haven't been unobtrusive or unnoticed here.
Ah, but there is another story, Glenda. Another country altogether. And besides, the wench is dead.
Oh, I am sorry. I didn't realise.
Now, what did I tell you? That's enough. First day back to work and all. You sit down. I can manage the rest. Oh, that'll be Mr. Hooper for Mac, I expect. Max, it's here! Hello, Mr. Hooper. Come on in, he's nearly ready.
Bit early. I wanted to get before Maeve saw me leaving.
Oh, go on. I don't believe a word of it. When you go on about Mavis? Anybody think she kept you on a ball and chain?
Haven't you heard me rattle when I walk? Hi, Glenn. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, thanks. Started back at work today.
Get away. How's everything
Well,
else?
it's nothing definite yet, you know, but she's keeping very well.
Well, the maid wants to know, yeah.
Are you fit?
Ready and willing.
Good.
Yeah, so, oh, you be careful, you two, the pair of you. Take care. Don't go overdoing it, mind.
We just got the ring of bells just for a jar, so...
Oh, make it half a jar, eh?
Look, we're not going to get legless. I've got too much on tomorrow. Good night.
I'll take care of it. Yeah. Good night, Glenn. Nice to see you looking well.
Thanks, ta-da.
And don't wait up, Kath. I've got my key.
All right. Your supper will be in the kitchen. Take care.
My usual, please, Mandy, and another for my wife.
Yes, of course.
Well, that reminds me, I haven't written to Miranda for ages.
Well, you needn't bother now, because I'm writing to her.
Val, we have something to discuss.
All right, go ahead and discuss it. What is it?
The prospects of stopping Adam Chance coming to the motel aren't good.
I don't want to discuss that.
I haven't given up all hope of stopping him, but just in case
Just in case, you better get used to the idea that I shall go to Italy and stay with Miranda for just so long as Adam Chance remains in this motel. Even if it's years.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Well, I think it might be better that he does come. If he doesn't, we've just got the same problem next year. Whereas if he does come, we can take the opportunity to make sure that he never comes again.
And how do you propose to do that? Poison his gin?
I am thinking of making you a director of the motel.
Go on.
I'm prepared to make Adam Chance an offer well above the value of his shareholdings. I don't think that he's in a financial position to refuse, but even if he is, he's enough of a businessman to recognize a good bargain. I shall then transfer his shares to you.
And how do you propose to do that? Over how many dead bodies? You know, the Hunters and Jill would never agree to that.
They are as keen as I am, as you are, to get rid of Adam Chance. Of course, I shall make sure that they are in agreement before I make the offer.
Well, then you'll be up against the second and biggest obstacle. I don't wish to become a director of this motel or any other motel, having seen what directorships do to you.
But it really is incredible. Everyone wants him out, but only I am willing to do something about it. And how on earth, if I can't buy his shares, is it to be done?
Oh, don't get too desperate, Jay. The Hunters can always make him an offer.
Well, I would never agree to that.
Shh, darling. People hear you. And you know, darling, you really must try not to bore the residents as well.
Where's Richard?
Oh, yes, that's a very good idea, darling. Get him on to it. You should have done that ages ago.
Kevin's late tonight.
Yeah, but not on the garage. His dad's pushing for a finishing date.
Well, I hope he gets plenty of time at the weekend. That garden's beginning to look such a sight.
That would be Kevin. Or the hospital.
Oh, Glenda, now...
Hello? Oh, hello? No, I'm afraid you just missed him. Yes, she's here. Okay, hang on a minute. It's Trina. For you.
Trina. Hello, dear. Yes, that's right. He's gone out for the evening, Mr. Hooper. If you'd rung earlier, you'd have caught him. Anyway, how are you? And how's little Ben? Is he? Yes, I'm sure. I'd love to see him again. When are you going to bring him round? What? Oh, I see. No, I'm sorry, I can't tell him that. If you want to pass those sort of messages on, I think you'll have to find somebody else to do it. I happen to be very fond of Mac. In fact, we all are. I think if you're going to talk like that, we'd better hang up now.
What was all that about?
Little madam.
Still browbeating the old man, then?
What?
You can dish it out, can't you? Honestly, I never thought that I would feel pity for that man, but honestly, the look on his face when he came out of here just now.
Was it murderous?
No, spanked.
Ah, he's rather cuddly when he's spanked. Brings out the little boy in him. No, as a matter of fact, he was suggesting that he should buy Adam Chance's shares and give them to me. What do you think of that idea? What's the matter? You'd still be the majority shareholder.
Yes, I know that.
Well, then, what is it? I hope not the mention of Adam Chance's name.
No, I was just thinking that David and Barbara are going to fight you to the death if they think that you and J. Henry are going to get 20% of this place between them.
Good.
Oh, don't start another battle. Just when we all seem to be slotting together so nicely.
No, I meant good you're not brooding about Adam Chance. And, that remark about slotting together, was that intended to include you and me?
Yes, I think so.
I hope so. Oh, I'm not suggesting that I spent the night with Adam on his boat just to save you from a life of sheer misery with a man who could never make you happy. But if that is the result, I'm very glad. Cheers.
Cheers.
And don't go all jelly legs if he comes for the general meeting. I'm not prepared to do it again, even to protect you.
Don't worry about me. I don't fancy him. He means nothing to me.
Got a stamp.
Come to me, all my dream of love is lost. I love you as I love you. When you were sweet, when you were sweet.
Don't make so much noise.
I told you not to wake up Kath.
Well, I had a special reason.
Oh, what's the matter? Something wrong?
No, nothing wrong, but you had a phone call. Come on in, Mr. Hooper. Come and sit down.
From Trina.
Yes, I told her that you were out for the evening. She said she'd ring back, but, anyway, that's what she said.
See, I told you she'd get in touch sooner or later. Maybe she's staying at her mum's or something.
No, I don't think she's at home. No, she's staying at some guest house. I think she didn't leave a number, you see.
Guest house? That means the best hotel in Brum.
Oh, Mr.
Penthouse suite, no less. You really get the bill, mate.
That is all over now, Sydney. She sent me the money, didn't she?
Yes, well, I think I'll go and get you some coffee, shall I?
Thank you, Miss Brownlow.
Yeah. It's 11:30. She'll never ring back at this time now.
Yeah, well, it depends how important it is, doesn't it?
Why the heck didn't she just leave a number, huh?
I don't know.
That could be her. Hello? Hi, Trina. Yes, love. I'm sorry I missed you. How's that having a drink with old Sid?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. How's my little boy? Oh, great. Look, and thanks for the money. Did your mum give you the message? Yeah, that was a surprise. All right. I'll listen. What's happening? Yeah. But, no, hang on. But, are you serious? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got the message.
I'm sorry, Mac.
You knew?
She asked me to tell you. I just couldn't do it.
Well, what's up then?
It seems you were right. She didn't send back the money out of the goodness of her heart. She didn't want to be under any financial obligation to me. She's been advised by her lawyers to start legal proceedings. She's suing me for maintenance, starting from the day she left home. Yeah, I certainly know how to pick 'em, don't I?